Hi friends, it's Jason and it's here. I never thought in a million years that I would have this fast, but it is here. Thanks to the good folks here in Moncton down at Ivan's Camera. If you're ever in Moncton, check them out. They're a fabulous camera store. The only one that I've got left in my city, and I try and frequent them as much as possible, and they made this happen. It is here. The Z6III is here. We're just going to do a quick unboxing today, and I know there's a million of them out there, but I wanted to let everybody know on my channel that the Z6III has arrived. As you know, I have been waiting for this for well, at least a year. Last summer, my Z6II, which ironically I'm filming with right now, ended up in a river, and you know, there were some issues with it. I had to get the lens fixed, and ironically the same lens that I'm filming with right now, and the camera still works, the Z6II still works, but one of the factors was that to turn it on and off, I had to take the battery in and out. But that's the only thing that I so far has been wrong with the camera. But this is something that I've been waiting for. We're now, you know, let's get into the box. Let's see what's in here, and we'll talk about it a little bit. This is the new Nikon Z6III that came out a couple of weeks ago, and let's see what's inside. First up, please read. Nikon Imaging Cloud. The Nikon Imaging Cloud service is currently not available. Please continue to check Nikon's website for updates regarding availability of the service. We appreciate your patience and thanks you for your purchase. Okay, I'm not really interested in the cloud service until I learn more about it. Supposedly you're going to be able to, as long as you have a Wi-Fi connection, upload your photos directly from your camera to this cloud service, and it's intriguing. I'm not a big fan of cloud services, period, so I'm gonna wait on that and see what other people think of that first. Obviously, we have user manuals, which I will be studying in depth, because there are enough changes between the Z6II and the Z6III that I want to make sure that I know that know everything that's going in on the camera. Don't forget, register your Nikon. Absolutely, I will do so. Okay, so let's get into it. First of all, let's see. We have these clippy wire things that, do you know anybody that uses these? I don't think I've ever met an individual that actually uses these, so I'm surprised that they still put them in here, but it is what it is. There they are. USB-C cable, and that's interesting, and a new ENEL15C. It's the same battery that goes in the Z6II, so that is good. The nice thing too is the Z6III does have a battery vertical grip, so that you can actually put two of these in and extend your battery life and have the vertical grip. So that's good. I do have a few of these laying around, so that's interesting. Now, I've heard, but I'm not 100% sure, that I think you can only charge the ENEL15C with the USB-C in the camera. So that's something that I've heard, and I am still a little surprised that Nikon is doing this. There is no battery charger in the box with the Z6III. The Z6III does not come with a battery charger. I think they're doing this because of the USB-C. They're going to charge the battery directly in the camera. I'm not sure if I like that, because that way you can only charge one battery at a time. But the nice thing is you can use external power and with the USB-C and continue to use the camera. So jury's still out on that one with me. There is a Nikon strap. Now I am curious if it says Nikon Z on it. It does not. That's unfortunate because I believe the one with the Z6II did, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember because I typically don't use the strap that comes with the camera. Let's check this beast out. I can tell that it is a little bit heavier than the Z6II. Not much, but I can tell right off the bat. So let's open her up and there it is. There is the Z6III, the Nikon Z6III. And I'm immediately drawn to two things. One, the grip. You know, it's the Nikon grip. It's perfect. All three of my fingers are fitting on the grip. There's nothing hanging off. It fits my hand really well. I can get the two front buttons very easily. My fingers are all up top, the dials. Everything's where it should be, and I really appreciate that with Nikon is everything is where it should be, and it's very easy to get to. So the other thing that I'm drawn to immediately is this fella right here. I've been waiting for this for so long because I film myself with my camera, so I want to be able to see what's going on, whether I'm here in studio or I'm out on location and I'm doing this. I can actually see if I'm in the shot, if I'm composed, and that is wonderful. Now, some people, I know it's a bone of contention, they prefer the vari angle so that they can get vertical, but you know what, it works just as well for me. Some people don't like it that it's not centered on the camera, that it's off to the side. It is what it is, but I do like that you can turn it around and you don't even have to have it open on the back of the screen if you don't want to. It's really nice. One thing I do notice is they have changed. Down here it doesn't say Z6III. The Z6III is now on the top, which is interesting. It's more like the Z8, which this body design is more like the Z8, and the body size is somewhere in between the Z6II and the Z6.8. I don't know the exact size and grams and all of that stuff, but it is a little bigger. I can feel that it is a little weightier, and it's nice. It's really, really nice. One thing I just wanted to pull up a few of the things about the camera. If you haven't heard anything about it, it is a 24 megapixel camera. I was hoping they were going to bump it a little bit to like 33, but I've been using a 24 megapixel camera for a decade, so it's not really a big deal to me, but it does have a new sensor, which is a partially stacked sensor, and supposedly that's supposed to be a benefit with speed and transfer times and things like that. So I'm gonna have to test this out and see if that makes a difference. I'm very curious to see the fact that it does have this partially stacked sensor. It's the first one of its kind, and also it does now, where the Z6II had two X-Speed 6 processors in it, this does have the X-Speed 7 processor in it, the same as the Z8 and the Z9. So this should be a much faster camera. The autofocus supposedly is very, very close to the Z8, and that makes me very excited. Again, it's the same thing. It's a CF Express Type B and an SD card as well. And, the native ISO is from 100 to 64,000. I don't know that I'd ever use 64,000 ISO, but who knows? It's there if you need it. The video capabilities of this camera are actually quite incredible. You can do 4K 60 all the way down to 24. Like, you can record a 6K internal raw. Like, it's insane. One of the things that a lot of people are talking about is the EVF. The EVF can now go up to 4,000 nits. That's twice what an iPhone screen on maximum is. So that is bright. Consider you've got that up to one eye. This is going to blow anything else out of the water. It is the brightest EVF on the market currently. The view screen has been increased, and it apparently is incredible in daylight and all different situations, so you're going to be able to see very well. Another thing, they have moved the viewing button or display button for your pictures down to the bottom corner, like the Z8 and Z9. It's gone from up here to down here, top left to bottom right. So that's interesting. The screen is a bit larger on the Z6III than on the Z6II. It's kind of funny that they have it on auto right out of the factory. So switched it to manual. I don't know what else to say about it currently. I literally haven't turned the thing on yet. I haven't put the battery in. As you can see, this is the first time taking it out. There's the weight. The approximate weight of the camera is 670 grams without any lens on there. So that's 23.7 ounces. It can shoot up to a maximum of 120 frames per second JPEG. So think about that. I can't even imagine culling 120 frames, but they are JPEG. Hopefully someday that changes to RAW with firmware updates, but I don't know if it ever will. 120 frames, if you need them, they are there. It also has pre-capture, which if you're waiting for a bird to jump or something like that, it does pre-capture. Again, those are in JPEG, but it is what it is. It does give you that option if it's there. With the electronic shutter, you can get up to 20 frames per second RAW. With the mechanical shutter, you can get up to a maximum of 14 frames per second in RAW. I can't imagine ever needing to have more than that with either one. I don't think I've ever had to have more than 14 frames per second, but it's there if I need it. The sync speed is up to 1/16,000th of a second. It does have 8 stops of vibration reduction in the camera, and that's incredible. Another neat thing with Nikon is their VR. It prioritizes where you're focusing, where other camera manufacturers would focus the vibration reduction on the center of the sensor. The Z6III focuses the vibration reduction on where you are focusing. So if you're focusing up here in the top right corner, that's where it's going to help you out. So those are just a few things. I just want to put in the battery just because I want to see how bright this EVF is, and this is literally the first time I'm turning on this camera. So screen is really nice. I really like that. Okay, so let's open this. Oh, look at you. That display is really, really nice. I haven't taken the plastic off yet. I'm not going to do that yet. So let's see what this EVF is like. I'm going to have to put a lens on this thing, so let me grab one. Okay, so I grabbed my 50mm 1.8. It seems to be the first lens that ends up on every camera I buy is a 50mm. So let's check this out. We'll open that. There's the sensor in the camera, if you can see it. And there it is with the 50 on there. Most of the time I'm using my 24-120, which is actually what I'm filming with right now. But I'm trying to use my 50 a bit more. It kind of sits in my bag a bit. And this is really nice in the hand. But these are gonna have to go. They're really loud. So I did take them off on my Z6II, but they seem louder on this for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just looking for things to nitpick. But let's check out the CVF. Holy cow. Yeah, that's fast. That is really fast. It went from focusing over here to focusing on the camera that I'm actually filming with, just like that. And I think I can't wait to try this out. And the thing is, I am taking this on a trip tomorrow. I am going to part of the province that I live in here on Eastern Canada that I've never been to before, so it's going to be an interesting test for this camera. Obviously, I'm going to bring both cameras with me, but this is going to get its maiden voyage for the next 2 or 3 days. I'm going to be on a ferry, I'm going to be on an island, there's cliffs, there's all kinds of things for me to photograph, so it's going to be very interesting for me to check out the Z6III, and I'm really excited to use it. So that's it for now. I don't have any pictures with it. I literally just took it out of the box. So what are you most excited about when it comes to the Z6III? Leave me a comment down below. Tell me, are you a Nikon shooter? Are you going to buy the Z6III? Are you with another camera manufacturer right now? Are you considering switching to the Z6III? It's a fantastic camera from what I hear, and I cannot wait to use it. And there will be a plethora of videos coming up related to this camera now that I have one in my hands. I just wanted to do a quick unboxing today and show you guys what comes in the camera box, and let you know that I have one, and there will be more videos coming up. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon.